Coming out.
Wow.
Are we waiting for people from downstairs, or are we good to go? Good to go? Awesome. Sweet. So thanks for coming out with what promises to be an incredibly awkward hour with us. This is the an awkward hour of Harmonix Designers panel. Basically, this is a sort of an idea we had a couple of years ago for a small conference in Boston, where it was like everyone comes up with an idea for what they're going to talk about on the day, and it was a subset of us, and we decided at the time just to have a Q&A with random people at this conference. It went really, really well.
Rather than come up with a real idea to talk about.
See, designers are lazy. And so we figured we'd do it at PAX with a way more awesome crowd and microphones, and see if it's any less awkward.
Before we get started, is David from Newsarama in the room? David, are you here? We're watching.
We're going to try and say big words so that you can't live blog at all. So I guess we'll do intros, starting with Chris.
Which one are you?
The pouty one. I'm Chris Foster. That's Ian. He's 18 months old. He's really cute. I'm project lead and senior designer at Harmonix. I was the lead designer on Beatles Rock Band, and I'm the project lead on Green Day Rock Band. And I was designer and co-programmer on AIDS, the iPod. Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Your turn, Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian Chan. I'm the newest addition to the Harmonix Rock Band design team. I've been here for 10 great months, and I'm on the Rock Band team. Prior to this, I was at Pandemic Studios in Los Angeles, where I worked on the Mercenaries series of games. That's it.
Sylvain Dubrofsky. I worked on Harmonix on Rock Band 2. I worked on Rock Band Unplugged. I worked on the Beatles Rock Band, and I'm continuing to work on, you can guess it, Rock Band stuff. Before this, I was at a variety of companies, all closed now. At the top, I was a programmer at Blam, then I was a designer at 3DO, then senior designer at Shaba Games, and then senior designer at Factor 5.
Hi, I'm Casey. I started off in QA at Irrational Games on Bioshock, and then moved over to QA at Harmonix to work on Rock Band, and I've been a designer on every title since, I think. So Rock Band 2, Beatles, iPhone, track packs, all that good stuff.
You know you guys can say Rock Band 3, right?
I don't know what that is. But that's probably just because I'm bad at my job.
Yeah, we need to talk after this. And I'm Dan Teasdale. I hail from Australia, but before Harmonix, I started off in games at Orange. We did Dark Rain, and most notably Trains, the model train simulator, at Pandemic Australia, and occasionally cross paths with Brian. And there I worked on Army Men Not Yet, and Destroy All Humans.
What was that game?
Let's just move on, Chris. No, Chris, hey, how about you talk about the games that you worked on before? You skipped that bit.
I'm almost proud of those. Army Men games?
Army Men Air Attack 2.
So yeah, it was a Pandemic for a bit. Moonlighted at Irrational for a couple of weeks with random Bioshock stuff, and then moved on to Harmonix, where I was senior designer on Rock Band, lead designer on Rock Band 2, and currently lead designer on Rock Band 3. I also did this handy image to show how all of that stuff relates. It's very end of Tuft. I'm trying to get everything on one page. It's very confusing. I can't say Forza, I'm not going to say Tuft correctly. So yeah, I figured we'll just do a couple of random questions just to get things started, and then we'll open up to the floor after that. So I guess we already covered the stuff you worked on previously. What's your favorite thing in Rock Band? Starting with Chris.
What's my what?
Most favorite thing in Rock Band?
when I get to be part of it, I guess. No, I think it's the way that you get to experience the music from the inside, the way you get to learn about the composition of these songs. Like songs, you know, like working on Beatles, I was very familiar with a lot of the songs. It was really a casual fan that became a really hardcore fan over the course of the project. But just to realize exactly what Paul McCartney's bass lines were doing over the course of the song, or just how interesting and intricate Ringo's drum parts could be at times, and how sort of unexpected, and how they just work perfectly for the song. Like that's something a rock band does better than, you know, it's one of the best ways to sort of understand music in a weird way, and it's just great to be a part of that.
For me, Rock Band, the main thing is how I'm mostly like a single player gamer, but funnily enough, like most memorable moments in games are like the multiplayer ones, ones that you share with other people, and like Rock Band provides those like in spades. There's always like lots of things I remember, good and bad, with relation to like playing Rock Band with people. So that's what I enjoy most.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. Like when I got Rock Band 1 before I started working at Harmonix, I brought it home with my family, and I was like, had this great experience where I'm like, I felt like I was jamming with my mom and my sister, and like, I play guitar, but my mom plays a little bit of piano, but my sister doesn't play anything. So it's cool to have that experience with my family that I couldn't really get otherwise, and that made me really excited to work at Harmonix.
So I'm completely talentless. I can't play anything. So it's nice to have like this outlet for. I think everyone has this like desire to be connected with music in some way, and like some people, like everyone here makes music except for me, right? Brian, you make chiptunes.
That's a gross definition, but thank you.
So like as someone who can't that like has this desire to connect to music but can't actually create it, like Rock Band is a really amazing outlet for me. Like I've spent a lot of time playing these games.
I think I really should have thought about what I was going to say. I think the thing that I really like about Rock Band is just that it's one of the few games I can play drunk with people. Like I was a big GoldenEye, Mario Kart kind of person, and I'm kind of sad that Rock Band is one of the few remaining things besides like Super Smash Bros. And stuff like that people can play. So in that sense, I really enjoy the fact that it's a party game.
You can also design them drunk, can't you?
Well, you've played Rock Band too, right? One more question, and then we'll open it up. So if you guys could sum up what it's like working at Harmonix, how would you do that? Chris?
I have to start everyone? Okay.
I mean, if you want to try to throw it to someone else.
No, it's family is the cliche word, but I think it's pretty true. There's a really cool. We have a no assholes hiring policy, and there's a real. I mean, pretty much seriously, like that's the goal. And there's a real spirit of cooperation and collaboration. So, like I was just at how many of you got to the show at the Middle East last night? It was awesome. And about 10% of the people there were people from Harmonix. And it was actually just like people that enjoy hanging out with each other as well as working together. And so that's part of what's really awesome.
What I like about working on the Harmonix design team is that we like very heated but respectful debate about the most minuscule things, like where a button is on the screen or something like that. And you know, at first I was kind of, when I came here, I was a little surprised about the extent to which we sweat the small stuff, but it's kind of because I came from a design culture where we make kind of like fast and loose, slightly messy games, and what the focus on the small stuff does is it really ensures, in the end, like a really high quality experience, polished experience for everybody. So I mean, we really like work hard to get all the details right.
I'd say that I can only compare it to previous jobs. For me, working at Harmonix is, I guess the word that sums it up best is trust. I trust like my bosses and I trust my peers to be able to do their jobs well. And with that, it really, I don't know, it makes me nice. It makes it so I can focus on what I'm doing without having to worry about every other part of the game also. So it's a nice feeling.
So I just went to GDC a couple weeks ago, and we were at this hotel bar after the conference,